Hi folks, this is my latest purchase. It's a hydraulic breaker for a skid steer. It's CF Industry 680. Here's the tag right here. It's for a skid steer. I'm going to mount it up on my Bobcat E42, so I won't be using this plate here. I'm going to make an adapter that fits down over here. Let me get it unpackaged. Okay, it's all unpackaged here. I just brought it in the shop here, set it up on a little cart so I can wheel it around. First observation, it's heavy. And then the other thing I noticed is these two end plates. I don't have a straight edge, so I'll just use this for now. But they're not on the same plane with each other. But then looking further in, if you can see right up in that corner there, that side tower isn't around the main body or main hydraulic nitrogen case charge thing. I don't know what you call that piece there, but it's not seated in there correctly compared to this side there where it is seated. So I'm thinking that's what's causing part of our issues here with it being on the wrong plane. Or maybe that's why it was at a Ritchie Brothers auction, because someone saw it when it was on the lot and wouldn't sell because of that. But we'll do what we can and make it work. After a bit closer look here, with this being offset, it's actually just not seated correctly on the middle body piece here. So I'm going to loosen off the two bolts here and see if I can kick it up and get it into its key. It's about 1/4 inch low on the bottom side, so I think that's what's causing part of our misalignment. Loosen these guys up here. And see if we can wiggle her in place. Maybe not. Let's loosen the other ones up. That looks better. Okay, she's good and tight now. Hopefully the alignment is better than what it was. I think it's still going to have a bit of that bow in it, but we'll see here. Yeah, still bowed. Well, I think that's just going to be the nature of it, unless I get into shimming it. But I think it's the top plates here are not welded perfectly square to the side towers. We'll work with what we got. Okay, I went ahead and had a local metal shop shear me up a piece of this plate. This is a 1/2 inch plate. It's 14.5 by 14.5. Okay, I'm set up here with the mag drill. It's a 15/16 annular cutter. Using anchor lube for the lubrication for it. Just put a little bit on there. There's one down. Okay, holes are drilled. Next we're gonna work on the Bobcat exchange mount. Pull the plate off and put it up on the bench. Start figuring out how we're gonna mount it on the excavator. Okay, so I've got this Bobcat exchange here. I bought this online. Years ago I had a different plan for doing something else with it, but it's going to be the mount now. I just got to figure out the angle I want it at. I'm thinking something along those lines allows me room to get in here. To tighten the bolts, I'll put 2 plates down the side, and it allows me to get in with the exchange to hook up to it. Let's do a little mock up here. Look at it from the side, and we'll see how we come up with. So I just got a 2x4. Just gonna stick it in here and see if that's going to raise us up enough. Slide it back. You can see the profile that we're looking at there. Because I need room when the exchange comes in. It's got the little pins you have to come duck down underneath, and then they snap into here, curl, and then shove it down in, and it latches on, saddles into there, and down into that space there. So that doesn't look too bad. I think I'm happy with putting it right there. It leaves me room for my bolt heads. Not quite centered here yet. Pretty close. But it leaves me room to get access to all my bolt heads. I could drop all the hardware in and still have room to hook up. Okay, so I cut this piece of paper, or cardboard I guess we'll call it. Set it there, I'll tape it on. I'm gonna put the point down in there somewhere. Do the same thing here. I'm just gonna take a hammer like you're making a gasket. Okay, so that gives us kind of our shape here that we're looking at. Approximately there, it'll have a better line on the back side. We'll cut that out with a pair of scissors. There you can see a better line there for what we're looking for. Let's cut it out. So 2 pieces like that approximately. I'll have to trim this up at the front here. Probably come right off that curve and come straight down, so right around there. Okay, I'm quite happy how that looks. We'll trace that out into a piece of metal and we'll get it cut. Okay, I gave them a quick grind, clean the pieces up as a pair so they're symmetrical. The cuts aren't perfect by any means, but they're good enough for what we're going to do here. Just pushing the capability of my plasma cutter. Let's just check the fit here. Looks good there. And this guy here, again, looks pretty good. Okay. Let's prep this plate for welding here, and That was dumb. Okay, that looks all right. Everything looks true and square. Yeah, so that looks good. There. Okay, we'll do the full welds up on this piece first, and then we'll jump over to the bottom plate. Okay, I got it fully welded now. Doesn't look too bad. Okay, got it tacked into place here. Same as I did on the piece up here, connecting it onto the exchange. I'll do around a 6011 and then do a couple beads or passes with 7018. Okay, got it all welded. I think it came out pretty good. I'm happy with it either way. So I got weld on the outside onto the plate and up inside on the inside. I don't know if I can get you in there to see or not, but it's welded on the inside too. there's enough bolts in there now for us to be able to move it. I'll have to get some washers to act as spacers on this one side here. You can see how far out it is. But enough we can get it up on the excavator, get some measurements for the hoses, and I have to go get those made up for me. Let's grease it up using cat hydraulic hammer paste. There we go. Clean up that little bit of mess that's on there. Oh boy. This stuff makes Never-Seas look friendly. Nice, nice. measurements for my hydraulic hoses, and then we'll have to finish up putting all the bolts in after. That looks good on there. Got everything hooked up. I did the hydraulic lines and nitrogen charging off camera. One thing I ran into was the tank that comes with it is non-certified, so it's not going to work. No one's going to fill it for you, so I just bought a separate nitrogen tank. The adapter you need is Western Industries number 415. It's a CGA 580-540. That's the adapter that works from a standard nitrogen tank to the charging kit that came with the breaker. The other thing I had issues with and I'll have to change out was the nylocks on the bolts. Lots of them were popping off as you tried to torque it up. But let's set you up here and we'll give it a try. I forgot to mention is I have it set up the constant flow for Bobcats is a one-way flow for hammer mode comes from the female coupler. So I have it set up. I have a hammer mode kit, one-way flow direct to tank, whatever you want to call it, set up on my excavator. On the right joystick, I just give it a little, give the toggle switch a flick to the right, and that engages it. Working pretty good. I'm happy with it. A few jobs to do, and then whether I keep it or I sell it, I'm not sure at this point. This one job here is going to pay for itself. doing. Take a look here. So, I don't know, 5-inch, 6-inch thick slab. Seems to be doing all right.